Hello and welcome, my mango leaves. So, okay, let's start the game. I was just looking for my gamepad. Yeah, I have nothing to defend myself. I mean, I wouldn't call it a gamepad, obviously, but it's right here. No, I was looking for an actual gamepad, but I play this game with the keyboard normally, so. Thanks, I guess? Okay. Free XP. I'll take that. Wow, a few of the eastern creatures are here for some reason. And they seem very aggressive. Yeah, and anxious. Wait a second. They've been captured. Why would someone capture the animals and lock them in cages? I think someone is experimenting on the animals and turning them into unnatural beasts. But why would they do that for no good reason? I think it's time that we found out who is behind this and what their reasons are. I see a ladder up ahead. If we could climb it, then maybe we'll find whoever is behind this strangeness. Can I get inside? Because there are chests. And of course a lot of monsters. Oh well. I mean, we just got some XP. As if they all are ice in here. Then that's, you know, not as bad. Just gonna go Brontomancy all. And then this will be much quicker. Wait, those bunnies weren't ice? Right, they were water. Oh well. Doesn't matter much. I think this still might be faster than outside. Okay. Nice critical there, Arak. Why is it that when I have a critical, it's either onto an enemy that has almost no HP left, or it leaves almost no HP, but doesn't kill? It's kind of annoying. But I guess that's just bad luck in the end. Okay. Okay, down with you. Okay, maybe we can avoid some of them. Okay. Not everything is ice here. Fine. No problem there. Good, 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 good. At least 2 are ice, so Brontomancy all still good. Okay. Oh no, she's paralyzed. Well, if it's her, it's okay. Marrow would be bad, because I kind of need those spells to make things faster. Come on, kill the bunny. Oh, that wasn't enough. Kill the bunny. Don't miss the bunny. It's a bunny. How would you... Well, it is a bunny, so I guess they are kind of easily missable. They are quite fast. Okay, this is good. Triple swing, no more. Going for normal attacks then. Right, it's that annoying thing with the MP, huh? Hi Aces, hi gamers. How are you doing? What's up, Rief? Just popped on, but need to go AFK, so I'll be lurking for a few. Don't worry, don't worry. Lurking is fine. I appreciate that as much as, well, every other viewer. So you're all welcome. Okay, Call of the Wild. Call of the Wild is kind of a strange name for a healing type skill, but I mean, you see it as a supportive call of a wild thing to another wild thing, right? Okay. They're not doing much ouchies to me anymore. So that is good, but if you could not miss, it might be even better, you know? I'm just saying. Just mentioning it. Now I have flat out 0 MP. Okay. What does a wizard do when he's going to the toilet? He loses MPP. Oh no, they caught me. You could say I was caught in the act. I wonder how many people actually got that. Alright, Brontomancy All is on again. Oh yeah, I don't mind you hitting the ice bear. Ice bear. The ice bear. Would that be an ice bear that burrows itself? Those were pretty good targets for triple hit. Triple swing. Okay. Yeah, Brontomancy would have... No, it kills. It still kills. Good. Neutromancy. Here we come. Nice. Triple swing. Maybe more on the ice bear. Polar bear, ice bear, whatever bear. Bears are all very cute. Let's switch to Hydromancy, I think. Oh, you know what? Maybe not all, just normal Hydromancy, because the goat is almost finished anyway. See? This was perfect. Yeah, should have gone for Neutromancy only on one, but oh well. Now it's too late. Okay, down it goes. So, an HP up, huh? So, guess we have to use these items because it was the same items we get for the level ups, right? Not quite sure. Let's just use them. Then we're on the safe side. Okay, 450. Going between you. MP up. Yeah, I'm gonna put that all into her physical attack up. Yeah, that's all for you. Defense, everyone could need that. Agility. You, and you. Okay. Now we're set. Oops. That was one button press too many. Oh no, not hydromancy. Ah! No, switch. Yeah, neutromancy all still fine. No more triple swing. Let's go for normal attacks then. So, pyromancy it is, I would say, for the bunnies first. And then we can switch for what's ever good against. It was ice. Right, we need cryomancy. Where is it? There. Cryomancy. There that goes. Ram Slam. Okay, just normally attack. Well, let's go for that thing first. That's almost done. Yeah. Come on, it's almost done. We can do this. Yeah, Eli beat, of course. And this should finish it. Every time! Come on. I can't really complain. Would be too much damage anyway for that thing. Yeah, okay. And now we just attack. Outright. Whatever's in front. Or whatever Marrow's, not Marrow's, Marion's Elite Beat targets. Not anymore though, because she's out of it. Okay. You, Sir Goat, you can go to hell. Okay, level ups incoming. Ice chaos, water chaos. Okay, cool. Let's just have a quick check at the new skills. Her new skill specifically. Which was Umbra Coda. Okay. Massive amount of dark damage. Oh. Okay, cool. I like that. You stay there. You can all come over here, and then I run, and I go through, and at least got one chest. Okay, we have to defeat that one. Definitely. Okay, triple swing, and we go for Frontomancy again. On to all. There we go. Bam. And you go for... yeah, we stay with Neutromancy, that's fine. Okay. And we are set up again. I mean, it's almost dead, but, you know, Brontomancy would probably have dealt with that. Oh well, it's a luck-based attack. We hit what we hit with that. So, three swings are better than one. That's for sure. Even though we can't control who is targeted. Okay, you want to take down the Ice Bear, huh? I can dig that. And now it's down. Okay, Hydromancy I think we go for. When it's our turn. Yeah, definitely. Okay. Should still kill that Candy Shock. HP. Seriously. Oh well, 2 down now. This probably will kill it. There we go. With a crit even. No, it got me. Okay, back to Brontomancy, I'd say. On the other hand, that thing has more HP. Yeah, let's keep Hydromancy. Okay, maybe we do switch after all. Oh, need to change that to all again. Oh, Marrow's out of MP anyway, so yeah. Just a normal Hydromancy it will be then. Oh, that's why I want to get rid of those first. True. Because they annoy me with that stupid skill of theirs. Light beat. No, not neutral. Oh! Yeah, you go Siphon Magic, because we want to use Triple Swing some more times here. Okay, so yeah. You go for normal attacks. Siphon Magic again. Okay. I mean, sure. It's faster if we do use more skills, but I mean, they don't hurt us all that much anymore. So I guess we're fine. Don't miss, Mr. Sprick. Knight of some table, I guess. Maybe it's a round one. What? Okay. Well, he might prepare mangoes there. The Knight of the Mango table. Mango-shaped table. It's shaped like a mango. That's why it's called that. If you didn't get that. And if you didn't get that, I can't help you anyway. Triple swing, come on. Break through your paralysis. Break through it. Okay, maybe I'll quickly go for our SP attacks. TP attacks. Just so everything will be fastened up a bit. Ability, alacrity, not ability. Yeah, you can't use redemption, but you can use, if I find it again, triple swing. There it is. Attack. Okay. Those stupid bears are almost healed completely again. Ah. Oh, I can control her again. So I should do that. Come on. Devastation. Okay. Now we just attack. That's what the manual says. Attack till death. Well, one side will die. And I sure hope it's not our. Yeah, no, I won't let us die here. The battle isn't difficult. It's just a bit long. Because I refuse to use healing items. Okay. Wanna keep those for a boss fight where I might really need those. Oh, when we get in a situation where I have to brute force my way through again, like with that one forest we were at. Wait, your healing can miss? Ooh. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, guess we'll switch to triple swing again. We have a few of those in us now. If he doesn't die. Or gets his MP sucked out of him. He actually did die. You know, we need him. So a revive, definitely. I will use that. Without Sprig, this will go on too long. If we can even finish it without him. Is the thing. Wait. No. I'm not gonna use an item here. You're gonna use attack. Oh. Arak's angry. Maybe he needs some food. Like Snickers or something. Okay. Come on. Kill the goat finally. Okay, now he's out of MP again. Okay, this will kill the goat, I think. Yes. Okay. Now the bears. The bears need to become just dust in the wind. Oh, I'm not looking that hot. He's not doing that much damage, so if he goes down in this battle, he goes down. We can accept that. And there he goes. At least he's taking the hits. For some others. I mean, I don't want you to heal again, but could you stop those snowball fights, please? They're kind of bad for my health. Oh yeah, take my MP all you want. No problem there. Take them, take them. Okay. That one is almost down. Yeah, it should be gone now. Nice. Okay, only one left. Good. And we do have a lot of attacks before it's his turn again. And he tries to take our MP away. Nice. Very nice. Okay, he's done. Here we go. And fin. Nicht. Okay. That was strangely long for that kind of enemy. But oh well. Okay, defense. Let's use those up before I forget about them. 2 more agilities. Yeah, he can use some, I think. Magic defense. Let's give it to him as well. Magic attack, obviously Marrow. Physical defense. Yeah, you two. MP. That's for you. You. Okay, that's it. HP. You. And you. Here we go into another battle. Ah, this will be easy. Triple swing. We're gonna swing it until they wing it. Elite Beat, there it is. And I mean we have 3 of the bunnies, right? So let's go with Pyromancy. Okay. And of course Neutromancy. Almost clearing the field already. Nice. That's how it should be. That's how I like it. Okay. Now we go for Brontomancy again. And this finishes it off. Okay, 2 more battles now for level up. Haha, I outran you. I outran you, I guess. Healing. And saving. How about saving the game? After all this, right? So let's have a look here. If we just could close those doors back up. Okay, nothing outside. We can go through there. Yeah, okay. That's good. We have to erase the snow to get further. Let's take this enemy. Right, those things summon more. Well, we actually kind of have MP to waste, so... And I think they didn't have any weakness. That's what we found out. More of them. Oh well. One down. Not that that means anything really with these things. Yeah, do that. I'm gonna go heal after this, because we have that statue, so we can also use it, right? It'd be stupid not to. Okay. It's a lot of their turn now. Well. That's what sometimes happens in RPGs. Sometimes you just have to wait for the enemy to finish their hoppity-boppity. Couldn't you have used that instead of Siphon Surf now? They're really not on my side. I mean, not that there are no games where you can have enemies on your side, because... Oh! Oh, boy. Okay, a bit of a slowdown here because of the amount of enemies. Ooh. Ah, the RPG maker seems to not like so many things on the screen. Okay, I think it got over it and caught itself again. It's still a bit laggy. Neutral slot. Okay, let's do neutral slot on everyone. Maybe that's better than Eli Beat even. Okay. One die. Hoppity boppity, there it is. Okay, okay. Yeah, the next... I have to look into Sprig if he has something that goes on every enemy. That might be better, especially for this. But Marrow and Ark should really destroy probably all, maybe not those two in the back there. Okay, Arak. Sprig. Vanquish maybe? On one enemy. No, doesn't seem like it. Neutral Slash? No, one enemy. Yeah. Not with his physical attacks. Okay, well. This should get rid of... Ah, you're back, Aces High Gamers. So, how are you doing? Hope you're good today. Okay, this should get rid of a few of them. Not as much as I thought, but oh well. Still, well, 6 left, that's not too bad. But definitely need to heal after this. Chillin', home with the kids. Oh, cool. Watching this together with your kids? Okay. I mean, Siphon Surf won't really help you anymore now. Boom. Okay, if you could attack each one. Thank you, that was nice. Nah, they're too young. Well, okay then. Oh, we had a level up even. Nice. We don't have to go back. I'm about to feed my littlest. How old are they then? If I might ask. Okay. Oh. Oh. I guess this one? Oh, no. Huh. So we do have to find the right one. Huh. Okay, let's try you. You. Thought so. You. Okay. Ah, there we go. Yeah, it's probably not down here. Okay, this one's to battle. 4.5, 3 next month, 9 months. Ah, cool. I hope you enjoy your time with your children, but I mean, you probably are. Triple swing? Yeah, triple swing's right. And I hope you have a good time. Always. That's a good answer. I mean, sadly, there are a lot of parents who don't really like being with their children, which is really just sad. I don't get it at all. I mean, sure, sometimes you need a bit of time off. Of course, but... You know, if you have children, don't you want to be with them almost every time? Almost... What? All the time, right? They shouldn't have had kids. Yeah, I mean... Most of them probably didn't plan to have kids, but still have some. So, yeah... Exactly. Even as a parent, you need your me time, of course. Yeah, and that's fine, and I think it's manageable. Sure, I'm not a parent, so I can only assume, but... When they sleep or something, you do find time for yourself. Or you could give them to their grandmother or friends or whatever for a day. Or just some hours, maybe. There are ways to have a bit of me time. Did just steal her... No, she was asleep. That's what it is. All of my streaming and content creation is done 99% of the time when they're in bed. Yeah, I mean... Makes sense, right? That's the best time, young parent. I assume you're young with such young children. But, well, a newborn parent? That kind of sounds strange. Yeah, a newborn parent. Let's just keep it at that. And now I forgot where I wanted to go with that sentence. What did I just say? I have no idea. Okay, forget about that. So I lose sleep because of it. Yeah, okay, you lose sleep, sure. But it'll be worth it. Yeah, definitely. Also, I think with how I feel how time passes, they are quickly at an age you miss them being children. They always say children grow up so fast, so yeah. I always wanted kids when I was younger, so this is a real joy for me. Yep, even now. Yeah, I mean, my wife and I are trying as well. We also want children. It just didn't work out till now. But I just hope it won't take too long. Well, there's the exit. Just gonna go quickly back to the statue to heal. Where are you going? No, I didn't want that. Ah, that sucks. Yeah, I mean... For how long did we try now? 6, 7 years? Bless you. Somewhere around that. And it's so annoying to see people who accidentally get pregnant while there are... And if you look into it, there are a lot of wannabe parents who try their best and their hardest, and it just won't work out. So how come that there are people who don't want to become parents becoming parents so easily, while others just try and stuff and it just won't work? It's very strange. Let me in there. Haha, tricked you. Yeah, the world is stupid like that. Yeah, it definitely is. Ah, there we go. Let's go up the ladder then. And save. I mean, the thing is... It's actually a pretty small window when a woman can actually get pregnant, right? It's astonishingly small, kind of. So how can it happen accidentally? It's just strange. But it happens, so... Guess that's just how it goes. But I'm glad it worked out for you. It's always good that if someone who wants children also gets children, instead of people who don't want children. Always better like that. Okay, this kind of feels like an ego shooter now. All the things go bang, bang, bang. Ah, not there? Okay. Here then. Ah. Haha. I can't get in here. Ah, through the middle. And they pop out. Okay. Triple swing, yeah, that's fine. And definitely gonna get rid of that polar bear. So... I mean, of course, if you become a parent, stuff changes, but... That's the thing I don't get, if people are afraid of the change that comes with the child, because... I don't know if that's also the way with others, but... Kind of... Life changes all the time, like... This year and next year will be pretty different, and... There's always stuff happening, so change is always there. So... Sure, a child changes it in a very different way than... Like a job change or something, but... Still, it's just something that happens... relatively regularly. Huh. Yeah, I'm not gonna switch stuff around now. There is a statue there, we can use that. Also, did we save? I think we did save, but let's save again. Just in case. Okay. Now back to the chests down there. Okay, almost all of them are out now. And they kind of lurk down there. That's not the lurkers I appreciate. Can you please move away from the doors? Thank you very much. Uh-huh. Come on, you go over there. And now run for it. Run, 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 run. Okay. That one is too fast. But I think we can get rid of those in just a few attacks. Some just don't want to give up things to be a parent. Definitely requires sacrifice. Yeah, I do agree. That's definitely... I mean, you have to care for a whole new human. Of course, you sacrifice time, money, of course, as well. It needs to eat, after all. And other stuff, like clothing and stuff like that. But isn't that worth it? I mean, of course, that everyone has to decide that for themselves, if it's worth for them. If someone doesn't want to have children, that's okay, of course. But if you, I'm just saying, if you want to have children but are afraid of stuff, maybe you should think if you're really ready to have children, right? And if you're not, well, it's fine. We're not living in the 50s anymore, where it's strange if you don't have a child before the age of 30. Nothing wrong with not wanting any. Yeah, definitely. It's better if you know you don't want children and, as such, don't get them, than just don't care about it and accidentally get children and then don't care about them. I'd rather have people knowing that they don't want any than people having children who shouldn't have children. And yes, sometimes waiting is better. Definitely. It's not about age even. It's everyone is different, so it works out for everyone differently. Some are already in their early 20s, others like in their 40s. The only problem that might come for women specifically, they cannot wait forever, obviously. That said, nowadays it's... I mean, I think you can still get pregnant with like 50 nowadays. Yeah, it really depends on the body, but sure, a man can father children, well, when he's 80 technically. A woman probably can't. So, that's just the biological stuff that could be in your way there. But take all the time you need, and if you decide you don't want any, that's fine. My buddy has an 18-year-old and his youngest is 7, and him and his wife are a year younger than I. May I ask how old you are then? To get a better picture? I mean, the age difference between the siblings. Just saying, my brother is 20 years younger than I. I'm 34 and he's... Oh, wow, he's 14 already. Well, now I feel old. Not because I'm 34, but because my brother's 14 already. 38 in 2 weeks. Oh, okay. So just a few years older than I am. Well, so you did waited until you were ready, right? So that's good. So you basically had children around my age then, your first one, right? Huh. I mean, for me having an 18-year-old would mean... No, that wouldn't work out, right? 60. I mean, sure. Technically, I could have had a child with 16, but I know how I was at 16, and I shouldn't have gotten a child back then. And finding the right person as well. Yeah, of course. That's definitely important. Though there are ways, technically, nowadays, that you can forego that. But... now, how do I say it without it sounding kind of bad? Let's get away here. I'd say it's not... It is, of course, okay to adopt a child or have a lone mother. That's not how you say it in English, right? You can get a child while you are alone nowadays. But I would say a surrogate mother, that's right. That's what it was called. Yeah, so that's all fine, of course, but I'd say it's preferable that a child has both parents. That's not a necessity, of course. If you can care for a child while you are alone, all's good. But it's better for 2 persons caring about a child, I think. Doesn't matter the genders, of course. Can be 2 guys, 2 girls, or just 2 whatevers. Hello there, travelers. Welcome to my humble abode. I am Angel Eyes. Have you been capturing those poor animals and experimenting on them? Not experimenting per se. Then why are some of them in cages? Because they will be useful to me. What are you talking about? You need to explain yourself. I do not need to explain myself to you or to anyone else, but I choose to tell you. I am the keeper of one half of the strength medallion, and I derive my strength from the nature and light and essence around me. And so, obtaining the essence of wild creatures is how I stay strong. It is as simple as that. And when you drain their essence, you turn them into abominations. That is an unfortunate byproduct, but I am strong, and they are not. That's so mean, so rude. Perhaps, but I am also a merciful angel. I allow them to return to the wild once they are no longer useful to me. You are definitely not an angel. We're gonna stop you, Angel Eyes. And how do you plan on doing that exactly? We'll kick your ass, take your medallion piece, and banish you from here. One of you wishes to challenge me for my half of the strength medallion? I eagerly welcome the opportunity to drain the essence from a human. Who wishes to challenge me? Okay, I have to fight alone. Oh. Oh, interesting. I will take this one. It is time that I showed everyone what Hargoth's protector is capable of. I just thought he was about to change his form. Okay, probably weak against thunder, but well, triple swing it is, I guess. Okay, I think we can do this. This looks pretty easy so far. Winter whack. Ah, yeah, this is doable. Wait, super effective? The physical. Oh. Oh no, we have the weapon. We have a shadow weapon equipped, and he's also weak against shadow. Nice. Oh, nice. So, yeah. I mean, especially when it comes to orphans, it's always better to adopt them even if it's just one person than them having to stay in an orphanage. I don't know much about orphanages, but I have seen one near where we lived before this place here, and they didn't seem to handle the children very well, right? I mean, sure, there's also money involved and stuff like that, and so, but I think a child needs, this might sound controversial, but needs a proper home and not an orphanage. Of course, an orphanage can be a proper home as well, but I think you get what I mean. Me either. So now he leveled to now the others aren't equal in level, so guess they have to catch up. Makes sense. Yeah, I hope so. Okay. You obtain one of the 2 strength medallion halves. Way to go! Wow, that was impressive. Nice one, Sprig. I'm just pulling my own weight. Oopsie. Strength, left half, has been completed. Is that the thing for every medallion piece now? You've got the final build? No, it's the final beta. Alpha? Beta. The final beta demo. It's not the final build now. Yeah. With each medallion piece, I keep being reminded who I'm fighting for. Why I'm on this journey. Okay, do we get that cutscene again? No, it's a new one. Huh. Wait. Those shadowy figures, that's us. That's definitely... No, wait, that's not us. Wait. That... One of them doesn't really look like... Which should be... Arak, I think. That doesn't look like Arak, actually. Well, it was the final build until we started playing it. Right? So confusing. Our team is there, but they are not. So odd. Yeah. This is really getting... Who is that? That does look like the one from those shadowy figures. Huh. Okay. Intriguing. Huh. Okay, they seem to love it. Was that even magic, or is that just her slapping the air? How many medallion pieces do you have so far? 1. That's the first one I got. Okay. No marrow. I mean, I accidentally did a almost 2-hour grinding session in that one forest with enemies way too hard technically, but I was able to make my way through them, and as of that, I'm kind of over-leveled somehow a bit. Funny story, this was my first medallion when I hit the open world too. Ah, well, you could see the tower from the smaller part of the world where you first are in. So I just wanted to go there to basically complete that map square, you could say. The one near the castle, because I'm over level 2. Yes, the forest near the castle with the werewolf stuff. I ran from the werewolves though. The other ones I could beat. Took a long time, but I realized that I shouldn't be there, but I really wanted to get that chest. So, yeah. Bless you. Okay, is that her mother? Possibly? Huh. Maybe we get some answers soon? Maybe? Yep, I got stuck there, but because I forgot to upgrade my class. Once I changed, because I forgot my previous stream that day, I beat it. Yeah. That's bad, forgetting to upgrade the class. I think that happened to me as well one time. Okay, exit Blizzard Blooms. Yes, leave Blizzard Blooms. Nope, lol, I've got 7 pieces now and it's even more confusing. Good! In that case... Well... At some point we will get answers, but maybe not that soon then. Okay. Back to the open world. So, where to go next? I mean, we could just go to wherever... Guess we need an airship for that, if we get one. Okay, guess we go to this tower then? Yeah, let's put a boat there. Who are you, guy? Sir. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the continent of Laris. Hiya. I feel like we've been sailing and exploring forever. Sir, what day is it? It's Thursday, my favorite day. Too bad it isn't. That would be fun. I like the mystery. Yeah, mystery in games like this is always good. Always appreciated. Already? What time is it? It's high noon. Why? We're trying to collect items for the king. Well, you can certainly try. Do you have any advice for us as we travel the open seas and explore Laris? I'm sure that each of you will play a critical role in your team's adventure. What you decide to do and where you decide to go is completely up to you. Just ask yourself one question. How do you want to do this? Well, I just pick the first location that comes inside, I guess. So, whoa, you there. Who are you? It'll be explained at some point, but every time you get 2 pieces, the enemies will grow in strength. Oh, okay. They basically scale with you as you play, so you can pretty much get any piece in any order. That's a good design, and I have the feeling the Medallion half we both went for first was a good choice as the first one. With harder enemies even. Ooh, that place could be really annoying. Hello, travelers. Why do you keep running around in circles? Not circles. Although I do like those too. I'm actually studying these 7 bridges. I'm very interested in the paths that connect them. What are you interested in them for? Are you looking for treasure? Just the treasure of knowledge. Hot tip. Remember this guy's last name. You'll thank me later. Okay. Write that down when we get it. I have been running around for quite some time though, so I've worked up an appetite. Mango? Mango. Thank you for the mango. And may all your limits be broken and your mind never irrational. Light necklace and dark necklace obtained. Wait. Did he tell us his last name? Hello, my fellow problem solvers. I hope to learn as much as possible about crossing these 7 bridges and other mysteries of the world until my number's finally up. Thank you again for the mango, and may all your limits be broken and your mind never irrational. Does it say in the journal? Which one was it? 13, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, okay, that's not helping. Did I miss it? I thought we don't have any mangoes anymore, I think. Okay. Wait, he didn't give his name? No, I don't think so. I'm gonna go get new mangoes now. Because I think that's important. That's strange, but I'm sure he did not say it. Yeah, I can check the recording later. Huh. He was talking about the bridges stuff? Oh, okay, no wonder I couldn't remember when I needed it then. Chris needs to double check that. Seems like it. If his last name is important, but he doesn't give it to you, that's a tad problematic, I'd say. Okay, here we go. Maybe he fixed it already, though. Could also be the case. Are we healed? Yes. Okay. So, did we pick this one? Yes. Where are we with these? Okay, there we go. Ah, only 4 left? We can only take 3 mangoes with us and... okay. And we have to come back for the last one and just get 1 then. Why not? So, was that technically the last mango quest? Are there only 13? Huh. Yep, 3 at any given time. Yeah. And then the last one is kind of lonely. Whoopsie. I slided off my button. That's a strange sentence to say. 16 total. Same number of trees that they can be picked from. But there were 4 left. So... Wait, I can go in here now? Could I always go in here? Did I just not realize? Hiya, Edel. Long time no see. Wait, that's Edel. Oh. Why if it isn't Lady Marrow? And Sir Sprig, too. Hello, Sir Edel. And I do remember meeting your other two friends back at Hargoth. Yeah, you called me a little girl. I'm way stronger now, though. I remember meeting you, too. Got any information for us? I noticed this on Thursday. Apparently it's been open longer than I thought. Huh. Huh. Okay. Interesting. Also, there's someone pretty important in here as well. Two nice items here too. Ah, looking forward to those then. I may, on one condition. Let us guess. You want a mango? It's just been so long since I've had one. We actually have an extra mango. Here you go. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Now please share with us what you know. Here's some general lore about medallions, monsters, and mangoes. Okay. One of these things... No. They all seem quite unrelated to each other. Rumor has it that 4 of the 8 halves of medallions were scattered across the continent of Laris. The other 4 pieces are spread throughout the corners of the open seas. Laris? Where's that? Here's the explanation I was just talking about. Okay. It's a giant landmass due east of here. Correct. You can choose to gather the 8 medallion halves in any order that you want, but beware. Any monsters in the early areas will be weaker and less experienced, while the areas you explore later will have stronger enemies. In fact, after every 2 medallions won, the enemies of all 8 regions will collectively grow stronger. You'll see them level up from 1.0 to 2.0. That's why they have that 1.0 stuff. Ah, that makes sense now. Once 2 medallion halves are gathered, and then from 2.0 to 3.0 after you have 4 medallion halves. The enemies will remain at 3.0 until 6 medallion halves are collected. For your final 2 medallion halves, the enemies will be at 4.0, which is their peak strength. This is why when you said the first medallion picked was a good idea, you were 100% right. Yeah, those enemies there, I hope that the other parts of this game are a bit less with the swirly things. Of course, strong enemies also means greater rewards for defeating them. What information do you have about mangoes? Just that there is a gate in Glacial Glove that may be helpful if you are eager to seek those who also desire mango. Ah, that gate. That riddle we couldn't solve. Huh, interesting. Thank you. Let's get going. But he did not tell us how to solve that riddle, though. Huh. Luck Maxi Amulet. Okay. That sounds good. And Agility Maxi Amulet. Okay. Okay. Let's go into equipment. And as always, optimize. Optimize. No, not the HP. I think we can do better. Yeah, you can have that. And you can use luck the most, I guess. Okay, nice. There we go. Have you solved that riddle with that gate and that strange number letter thingy on it already? I figured it out. The fact that he tells you it helps you seek out others that want mangoes is the biggest clue. For me, it just clicked, but I'll let you solve this one. Now I kind of want to go back and look at it again. I mean, we have written that down, but... Okay, it has to do with mangoes. I mean, Chris said that it won't do me any good at the point I was there, but that was still before I got the last item in the small map. Huh. Are you looking at our note? Okay. Let's see if we can solve it. It was over here, right? There we go. You don't have to go around. I don't? Can I go under the bridge, actually? That would be nice. Too late, yeah. You walked. Yeah, well, you can walk, definitely. Okay, we can read. So, the okay, 16 mangoes there. So... I guess it's related. The number is definitely related to that. Huh. You have something? Okay. What could those mean? No, those can't be abbreviations of places, because places wouldn't have numbers in... Oh, wait, they could, right? Ketka TV, thanks for the host. Much appreciated. I mean, like, the 14 could be the 6th floor of something. Huh. It is related to the mango quests. Wait a minute. Let me have a quick look in the journal. Actually reminds me, just hosted as well. Ah, thanks. That's nice. Much appreciated as well. Okay, in Lord Loots, what is the one? TLY. I mean, the L could be for loots, right? Could be. What is the second one? Castle's Kitchen. Okay. What is the K for? A person's name. That could be. Pitha. Okay, yeah. 5 is... The S for Snowburbia. Okay. House 4. Oh, of course. Yes, it could be House 4. There's that dog stand. The outpost? Inside the outpost? We don't have the 9 yet? But the Loot's Kitchen or something like that? Can we get in there? There were some closed doors for later. Gonna look. SS, okay. And the 13? Oh. Running in circles! He's running in circles. Be right back. Yep. Okay. Okay, Loot's... I mean, that's just me assuming it, but... Let's check the loots. But the thing is, we talk and explore everything, so we should come up with the places... Anyway, right? Huh. Oh, I forgot to press enter on this one. Okay. Don't worry about it. It's just the normal hello and welcome message I normally put in chat. If it's not there, who cares? Okay. I mean, maybe the loot's kitchen is not right, but still, maybe we can get something here. Looky at that. Recipe for egg and cheese sandwich. Eggs, cheese, bread, stuff, and other things. You're awesome and amazing. Yay, I'm finally catching a stream. Well, I guess you're all awesome and amazing then. I almost said awful, and that wouldn't be nice. Sorry about that. No, you're awesome and amazing, like your name suggests. Glad to have you here. I mean, eggs, cheese, and bread. That's all you need for an egg cheese sandwich, right? List of chores. Washing the dishes, Andrea. Cleaning the bathroom, Kara. Taking out the garbage, Celinda. Watering the playroom plants, Marion. Guess the plants won't be that healthy anymore. No, we. We are awesome and amazing. I can agree. Truer words have never been spoken. Reminder, find the maxi amulets. Okay, I will. Do you know where the eggs are? What? No, sorry. How about the bread? We do not. How about the cheese? We're just adventuring, not cooking. How about the mangoes? Well, that sure wasn't predictable. Here you go. Now what's in it for us? Would you like an agility maxi amulet or a luck max? I guess we go with agility. Wow, thank you. 9. 9 was TLK, right? The loot's kitchen. Nice. And we thought about biology and stuff. Because it was the number of some gene. What a strange coincidence. Oh boy. Howdy, what's your name? Hiya, I'm Meryl. Nice to meet ya. What are you doing out here in the Loot's home? I'm a teacher for the little girls who stay here during the day. Oh wow, a teacher. I used to be a teacher too. You're not a teacher anymore. Why did you stop? I didn't have my priorities straight. I made a few mistakes. Have you learned from your mistakes? Oh yeah. I'd do anything to teach again. Good luck, Meryl. Thanks. Well, good luck, Meryl. This room is locked and the keyhole shaped like an hourglass, right? What? What did we eat today? I think it was not good anymore. Why did they I should not question these things. Just accept them.
Go back in.
Okay, I go back in. Why? They're plotting me.
Maybe there's something in there.
What? What do you mean? What do you hear? They're just applauding me.
Okay. The second one kind of sounded like they're disappointed. So you did something wrong?
Okay.
I'm not
I did
sure.
not move. They moved on their own.
Yeah.
Just saying. Wait. Ah, there are plans. Oh. Oh! Oh! You know what? That is a really nicely placed hint for items in this. I wasn't expecting there to actually be items, but Nice. That is good game design. Not class. I'm gonna go for equip. So, optimize. He really likes those HP minions. Okay, we do have some more maxis. So you get attack, definitely. You can stay with luck, definitely. Defense, maybe? Your physical defense is already okay-ish. Okay, then go with that. And you, not optimize. You get the magic defense. No, the physical defense. There we go. Those are some nice items. Were they there in the first place? Could we have gotten them early on? Huh. Hi there. Hello there. Okay. I remember you. You called me a child. Yeah, I probably did. I couldn't let children pass the area I was guarding at the time. I'm off duty now, so feel free to roam wherever you want. Gee, thanks. Hey, now, don't give me such a hard time. I was just following orders. Here, let me make it up to you. I found 2 amulets on the ground the other day. I'll let you keep one of them. Would you like the HP or... MP, actually. Wow, thank you. This will be helpful for our adventure. You're very welcome. Good luck on your journey. Okay, you know what? MP is even better for Marrow. As our main magician here. Wait, it's up here. Plus 200. That's some spells. And I bought those. Did you get those from the plants? Did you see that? The plants in this room? I really wonder if they were there in the beginning as well. Huh. What a surprise. Can I do something with the pianos again? No. Okay, those don't have anything. Nope, I haven't gone back yet to the locked doors. Huh. Also, I used a mango, but yeah, we have to use up all 3 first before we can get new ones. Who originally clued you into going back inside? Actually, that mango request thing. That TLK. I thought it was the Loot's Kitchen, so I just wanted to look and remembered there were closed doors there. And then someone said, no, we found that list with the chores that the children have to do. And it says that Marion has to water the plants, so I checked the plants. And there we had the amulets. Which is really, really a good design. Okay. Huh. Well, back to Laris. I want to check out those towns. Yeah, let's park our boat here. I mean, that tower probably has one, but I want to go into town first. Why is that so different, huh? Wait, I can't go in? I see. Chris did say other places are open now. I remember the doors there, and I think either the MRM or Hargoth's castle. I planned on visiting on my next stream. The castle? Were there closed doors as well? Maybe we check that out as well. After we checked out the city here. This is West Haverside, but our town can't even afford a sign. We work hard and don't whine, but we're snubbed by design, as our mayor acts like everything's fine. The rapport with our poor is completely aboard. It comes off as a chore, and we're mostly ignored. But you like to rhyme, and that is fine. Who doesn't like a good rhyme? Guess I know what I'm getting as a reward, lol. Yeah. Maybe, I mean, who knows? Maybe there's nothing yet there? Huh. Welcome to the West Haverside Inn. I would love to make this a free rest area, but unfortunately we are quite poor. I have to charge you 400 gold to stay until something changes in our town. We are in a devastating predicament. I'm sorry for the inconvenience. I don't need it, but if RPGs told me something, giving poor people money might give you something good. So I'm gonna go. Also 400G is not that much. Thank you so much. Thank you again for your generosity. The shop owner and I will continue to try to bring in business to West Haverside so that we can help rebuild our town and help our community. In fact, the shop owner is an honest man. If you were to ever consider investing in our town, he would be a perfect partner. Ah, investing, huh? I pronounced that Haverside. And now that when you said it, I realized it's actually Haverside. Because it's a math reference. Oh, I didn't get the sign as a math reference. I just thought about, well, a sign. As IGN. But that's interesting. Oh, I can go over to the other city from here as well. That's nice. That's cool. Sine and cosine. Trigonometry, yeah. I got random experience again? We got that as we entered the Igloo as well. That strange. He's a math major, so he's got jokes and Easter eggs related to math. Ah, okay. That makes sense. Excuse us, but is this shop open? Technically, yes, but as you can see, my shop and the rest of this town are in pretty bad shape. I don't even have any items for sale. Why is West Haverside so impoverished? Doesn't Haverside have a mayor to make sure the townsfolk are okay? That one town where you get the calculator is full of math references. You get a calculator? We don't have that yet, I think. Should I have that yet? Our mayor resides in East Haverside, where he hoards wealth and only cares about the people and businesses over there. It's the first town after you're out of Hargoth. Then Oh! Yeah, I remember. I remember that cultist thingy town. Yes, remember the guy's sister you had to go back to become enlightened. Yeah. That was full of math references? I think those have mostly gone over my head then. Oh well. He and the other East Haversinians sounds strange though. Avoid West Haverside at all costs. Why would they do that? I'm not sure really. I only arrived here a few weeks ago, but the older West Haversinians tell me that it's been this way forever. My name is Dizzy, and I left my hometown because the people there were violent and hateful. Yet in this new town, my neighbors and I are also despised. Thankfully, my neighbors don't treat me as an outsider or as a stranger, even though I am one. Why are you all blue, though? Well, it happens. I didn't notice in the original beta, but playing this build and knowing he's a math major, I've been looking out for references and caught it second time around. Yeah, knowing he's the math major really helps seeing those references. I guess. So, yeah, I'll look out for them a bit more too. Even though you are probably better at math than I am, right? I mean, you have a scientific grade thingy from school. There are so many German things that don't exist in English in that school thing you have. That's hard to. Yeah, she graduated from school with a science major. kind of.
Kind of.
That's the gist of it. It was focused on science. Normal school, not college or something like that. Just normal school. A few of us have tried appealing to our mayor, but he doesn't seem to be interested in rebuilding our half of Haverside. Apparently he doesn't think we're worth the money or effort. That's terrible. That man is so rude. So stubborn. Didn't she say that before? We're gonna have to do something. Like what, Meryl? I don't know. Dizzy, you said the mayor is obsessed with wealth, right? Be right back again. Okay. That's correct. What if we convinced him that investing money into West Haverside could benefit the town as a whole and make him money in the long run? Additionally, perhaps helping this half would persuade West Haversidians to vote for him during the next election, so that he can retain his powerful position. Those do sound like things that the mayor would be interested in. I think it's worth a shot. There's no harm in asking. Let's try it. He's going to want to know exactly how much he's being asked to spend on us, so you should be prepared with data. I've already spoken with my neighbors, and we've calculated that 4,000 gold? I have that. Should be enough for the first investment to start repairing West Haverside. We will eventually need more money, but hopefully a 4,000 gold investment will start to show enough of an improvement that he becomes open to further discussions. Let's get negotiating. This, depending on how this goes, this could be fun. A new side quest. Okay. Wonder if we really have to negotiate. Oh, hello there. My friend and I would love to go shopping, but we are very aware of the prices. Even though my dress is hanging half off, I simply need to keep it. It's sad that there are still not only villages or towns, whole countries in our real world that are like this, right? Or mostly like this. Pardon us. Would you mind telling us what you think about East Haverside? I've never been there, sorry. Okay. Do we need to gather information? Let's talk to him again. No, just the same thing. Okay, let's go east then. This looks... Okay, wait. Before we get into this... Why is it raining here but not in the eastern half? Strange. I really want to check out if we can do something more at Hargoth. So let's go there first and then we'll see. Okay. Whoops. I would think that we automatically leave the boat, but I have to press a button for that. Okay. Hargoth, here we come. Do you have more doors open now? Now we can go in there from the side. Okay, let's start with the castle because I think everything else was open anyway. Yeah, we had those. Okay. Let's just go about and have a look. West Passage, right? You study, that's good. I remember this place. Also, there's... This door's locked. And this door's locked as well. Okay, maybe nothing at the castle then. Huh. Wasn't there one piano that said I should come back later? Oh. Maybe in the mansion. Okay, seems like the castle doors are still locked. If that is the case... Yeah. We can go in here, but we were in here, I remember this. And this... is just the armory. Okay, nothing at the castle right now. So we can get back to Haverside. Good. Okay. That was for naught then, but... Well, you have to check on those things. Might have also been that those doors would be open, but... if you don't check, you won't know. So, back to town. Still running your circles. You're annoying. Okay. Then let's have a look at this. They have technology even. We can go into this tall building. Again XP! If this was on, I'm max level without fighting. Some on the top floor said they were hungry. It's not my job to feed them, though. Well... Huh? One of the two islands southeast of here seems to be guarded by a big monster. A really intimidating bad guy. I guess you have to beat him if you want to check out the station that he's guarding. Welcome to East Haverside's Grand Hotel, with modern condominiums for every floor. My name is David, and I am the owner of this fine establishment. This hotel is gigantic. Just how many units are in this place? We officially have infinitely many rooms. I know this! Infinite rooms! Wait, who was the guy? Was that guy called David that came up with that? You remember what I'm talking about, right? Rezo talked about that. So, to elaborate on this. It's a thought experiment that says you have to imagine you have a hotel with an infinite number of rooms. And each of those rooms is full. Now, there are infinite numbers of buses coming. Each bus having an infinite number of people in it. So, how do you move the guests you are already having in your hotel so that those other people can still fit in? Which the solution to that would be, what was it? Each one has to go... Yeah, each guest you have already has to go into a room with a number that is odd. Which wouldn't... Was it like that? No. Right. Each guest has to go into the room that is double the amount of the number, the room he was in. So, the one in room 1 has to go into room 2. The one in room 2 has to go into room 4. The one in room 4 has to go into room 8. So, you have infinite more rooms for the infinite more buses full of infinite more people. It's so complicated sounding, but it's actually pretty easy, to be honest. But this is a reference to that. Thank you to Rezo, a German YouTuber and podcaster, who on every podcast has his math facts straight. I was hoping that maybe we could stay in a fancy place like this sometime to get back into tip-top shape. Oh, that shouldn't be a problem, since there are only 4 of you here. But I thought all the rooms were taken. I'll just ask the residents of room 1 to move to room 2, and I'll have the people from 2 to room 3, and so on. Wait, that's not... That would only make room for 1 room, right? That seems like a lot of work, given an infinite number of guests that you'd have to switch over. It's absolutely worth it to squeeze in another group of customers, though. Although, when the next party arrives, I'd need to ask you to move from room 1 to room 2 to accommodate them. Since naturally we'd be at full capacity and have to make room for more people. Maybe we'll just find another place to stay that isn't as paradoxical. If you ever change your mind, just let me know. I'd be happy to accommodate you all with a room. How far in advance should we book a room? I would imagine it takes quite a while to move every guest into the next unit. Moving everyone into the very next room does seem terribly inefficient. Perhaps I ask everyone to move ahead 10 or 20 rooms to make more space. But if the hotel's full and everything, what happens to the group in the last room? The last room? Anyway, so I have a lot to think about, so I appreciate you stopping by. Feel free to speak with me again sometime so that we can have the same conversation. The thing is, there's no last room. There are infinite rooms. And we can go up the stairs, and I kind of I think they are all locked. Locked and locked. Okay. Let's just see how far up we can go. I mean, it can't possibly be infinite. Okay. 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 Because, I mean, you could program that technically, but I think the RPG Maker won't be able to handle infinite maps. Right? And so, I mean, depending on how you do it, you can technically do that. No, wait. If the number goes up, showing where you are, at what point would a PC just crash because it can't display the number? Probably not a number you could actually reach in your lifetime, right? I mean, it has to depict the number on screen. That at one point it would go out of the screen as well. But could you technically go into infinite? Huh. And well, with what do you call it? Procedural generation of maps, you can just delete the older maps technically. Huh. That would be big. East Haverside is known for its tourist attractions. You should speak to everyone to hear their reactions. A fraction of our faction has even taken action to restore lost traction with advice and benefaction. Hey, they have garbage cans. That's good. Okay. The Infinite Hotel. Again, we get experience. Okay. Now we can reclass. Is that some kind of error? That's I think Chris has to answer that later when he watches the VOD. Items, right. HP up. Yeah, let's give it to you this time. MP up. Again, you. Physical defense. 1, 2, 3, 4. Agility. Yeah, I think Marrow would be good, and some to Sprig. And luck is hers. Okay, here we go. I'm very interested in stone gates, and pillars, especially those that have inscriptions written on them, I hear that there's one in Glacial Grove all the way out northwest near Snowburbia, but I've never had an opportunity to check it out for myself. It supposedly has some sort of special coded language inscribed in it. Will those tiles move us? No, they don't. Okay. If you sail southwest of Laris, you reach some islands and ferries and eventually an underground cave. Only the hardiest of adventurers have survived the intense heat of that cave. It is said that in the center of that fire crater is a monster who sucks the souls out of hapless humans. I bet it would really suck to need to travel there, huh? Guess we need to travel there then. Okay. And there's a dinosaur and a skeleton. Have you seen the castle surrounded by a moat of lava southeast of Laris? I don't even know how you could access that place. Although maybe the omniscient ones in the meta-reference mansion might. Of course, you should probably venture everywhere else beforehand. After all, I think the lava moat citadel is called Chaos Castle, and that certainly sounds like the name of an endgame site if I've ever heard one. And as the meta-reference mention says, we have to come back later. We don't go there yet, obviously. Yo, what's up with that random tower surrounded entirely by rocks northwest of Snowburbia? Hey, we fixed that. How the heck do you even travel there? By boat, my friend. Huh, there are interesting things here. Thank you. Okay. Is this a correct depiction of an atom? I mean, three circle thingies? Are there two on each though? Two molecules? It depends. Okay. That's not molecules, of course. That's neurons? Electrons. Sorry, I didn't have that stuff in school. So I don't know much about it. The stuff I know about it is already quite a lot for not having that back when I was in school. If you're looking for the library, it's the small building just past the playground. And yes, you should be looking for it. Again with the XP. I mean, I don't mind it, but surely is strange. When I need to clear my head, I come here. I'm mentally preparing myself for a journey to the northeast. That looks like a Naruto character. Kinda. There are rumors of a mysterious oasis past the whirlpools, but I don't know if there are any sea creatures out there. There's only one way to find out. I'm going there, I assume. So I just take this chest and you... Thoughts and prayers. What is thoughts and prayers? Not a key item. Huh? Is it a weapon? Armor? Huh. Guess it's nothing actually? That's all we can. No, we don't have rims yet. You have thunder? I'll give them different ones. How about ice? You can have light. And yeah, wind is fine. I like wind. Wait, we can open it again. Again, we get thought. Okay, maybe that will do something or not. Haverside is the ultimate city with homes of the future and landscapes so pretty. This town tops the bucket list before you're deceased. Just look no further than this gem of the East. Well, but looking at your neighbor town and how you handle that, sympathy is not easily found here, huh? Again with the XP, every building I enter. Mythic weapons are some of the best around, but only the truly advanced can wield them. Welcome to the Haverside Armory. Would you like some weapons and armor? Yes, please. Buy. We have Mythic Masamune. I do like the sound of that. Let's just get those mythic things, huh? Tekokagi. Pyroscepter. Oh, those will be quite expensive. Okay. Let's also have a look at your armors. Oh no! Ah, I pressed too fast. Armor, please. Scutum. Okay. Do we have that? If there's 0, I'll buy. Wind necklace. Okay, let's go into equip. And you get the Masamune. Yeah, let's go with optimize and then change this stuff again. Yeah, poison. I don't like you being charmed. Definitely not. You... Yeah, I think you get agility in this case. And confusion. Yeah, no, what? The necklace can just stay. You definitely get your MP. And no silence, please. Well, you can have also agility. And also no silence, please. This looks good. I wonder why cheaper lower level gear is sold out west in Hargoth, but more expensive higher level gear is sold here in Haverside. That seems awfully convenient for any novice adventurer starting their journey in the west and heading eastward as they grow stronger. What a coincidence, right? Amulets, talismans, and necklaces, oh my. Wait, ah! Oh my, indeed. My friends and I love to go shopping and we are very aware of the prices. If I find a dress on a hanger for half off, I simply have to have it. The internet has been slow in my house for almost an hour now. I got fed up with it, so I came outside. Maybe I'll head over to the library soon to do some research. There's always so much more I can learn, and I'll take a quick glance at any open books or loose papers that I can actually get my hands on. I want to be rich and successful when I grow up, just like my dad. That's not a bad thing per se. I'm so bored. Things would sure be more interesting if there were more troubles in the world. I'm not looking forward to dinner tonight. I really don't like steak or lobster. Through fire, justice is served. My nannies have the day off today, so it's just me here with my friends. Do we have you already? I'm William. I'm gonna win. Okay. What a lovely day it is. Just like every other day. It's always good to smile and be positive. Again, XP! Thanks. I wonder about that though. Is this a book all about my classes? If I skip ahead to the master classes, I'm sure I'll learn a few new things. Maybe this could even help me find Mom. You have completed a tutorial for your journal. Wait, what? This information will help me find Mom now that I understand my class skills. What tutorial did that? Wait, what? This is about the mangoes? Okay. Technical. Okay. Huh. Strange. Welcome to the Haverside Library. Feel free to pursue any books that you want. I'm sure that each of you will find a book that you'll enjoy if you look hard enough. Well, what do you know? It's a story about my skills and classes. I gotta take a look at this so that I can be in tip-top shape for fighting baddies. I'm wondering if this could help me be a better teacher too. Okay, I'd say we quit after we get through this library. Now I know how to master my magic. A masterclass on the Alpha and the Omega. Piloting boats, ships, and airships. I like the sound of that. Just a few more books and I'll be all set. Where was the one about potions? And did I already borrow a book about the 3 different ribbons? Oh dear, I keep losing track of things. Excuse me, sir. Is everything okay? Oh yes, I'm just talking to myself. We noticed. Hiya, I'm Marrow. What you doing at the library? My name is Archelion Landers, and I'm an alchemist. My colleague and I do research and experiment with various elements. Who is your colleague? Oh, his name is Wem. He's a mage out west. We do know Wem! He likes to keep to himself, so he'll often mess with uninvited guests. Anyways, those weapons and necklaces aren't going to imbue themselves, so I better get back to work. It was lovely to meet you all. Hiya, what's your name? Oh, hello, my name is Rosie. People call me Rosie too, but I'm Marrow. Okay, hi. What you doing, Rosie? I'm visiting from Hargoth. I love to read books, and this library has a great collection. What are you reading now? A book about how status ailments and debuffs work. Any helpful information about them? Well, this page here is talking about how sometimes monsters are resistant to status ailments and debuffs, but not completely immune. So, sometimes trying the same debuff or status ailment 2 or 3 times might be necessary for success. Yes, I think so. Although monsters can also be immune. We really appreciate that information. Especially since, for some reason, we only seem capable of reading books that are already out in the open force. Thanks for your help, Rosie. Yes, okay, goodbye. I can't go onto the chair. Also, I can't run in here, but it's a library, so makes sense. An entire book on my master classes. I absolutely must read this. This knowledge could help me find the king. You have completed a tutorial. The information in this book provides a vital tutorial for my classes. Wait, we cannot actually get over to those papers. Okay. So, who are you? Excuse me, but what are you doing? Oh, I'm just trying to figure out which books I should read next. Oh wow, I love reading. Have you read the book entitled Becoming Weightless by the author Anti-Gravity? Yep, and I just couldn't put it down. There's nothing to add here. I'm glad you appreciate a good pun. I absolutely love them. I am immediately regretting this. Do you recommend any books for me to read? Right now I'm loving the book entitled How to Break Out of Prison by the author Jimmy Locks. With all that craziness in this world, I bet that story really helps you escape. I'm about to walk out of this game. I like you. My name's Marrow. Nice to meet ya. My name is Mr. Martin. And I don't mean to be a ham, but it's very nice to meet you too. I'm just happy you're not full of bologna. Marrow, I think it's about time. Sprig, if you're just estimating the time, you should read the book entitled How to Approximate Things by the author More or Less. I mean, you could burn books in a bonfire or in a punfire. That wasn't good, sorry. I have to say, I found that book to be about average at best. Can we set a timer on it or an alarm or something to end this dialogue? If you're into that kind of thing, I'd actually suggest the book entitled Training Dogs and People by the author Isabel Ringing. Just hearing her name has me salivating. And the book is certainly a real treat. It's times like these I wonder just how early we could have released this game if it weren't for the jokes. I guess I should stop getting sidetracked. Is that the title of the book by the author Candice Wade? I wish. Okay, then take care of yourselves. You too, Mr. Martin. We should at least receive a reward for surviving this conversation. Love potion obtained. Okay, I see what you did there. What do we have here? Light apprentice, light artist, enabler, seer, hybridist. This is a tutorial of all my classes. Maybe reading this can prepare me for our other battles to save Ranea. You have completed a tutorial. This book of techniques was great. Ranea, here we come. We'll get you the help you need. Please stay quiet. I'm trying to focus on reading my book. What you reading? I'm reading about Talent Tower, a fortress that's a short walk from here, in the northern part of Laris. It's a tall fortress north of Haverside. It has 12 floors, full of fighters. On the top floor of the tower, the keeper of half of the skill medallion. Oh, wait, strength skill. Those refer to us in that. I see. I get it now. Sounds to me like we'll eventually need to climb that tower then. In your dreams, sure. You sound skeptical of our abilities. You shouldn't be. Yeah, please leave me to my book now. You all should read some book on your own while you're here. And please read them silently. Okay, we can only read open books. So this one. The ultimate fighter is you. Cool. Then you two. I've been reading about the master tier stages called Alpha and Omega. Equipping more gear and new weapons are just some of the perks that Alpha and Omega heroes enjoy. I think some of the books on those tables have additional information if you're interested in learning more. I mean, we read all the books we can reach, so. I'm planning a sailing trip to the northwest to Blizzard Blooms. I'm trying to find a book that details how best to prepare for the icy creatures and treacherous weather conditions. I wonder who lives in the Igloo out there. A monster named Angel Eyes lived there. He was controlling and abusing the creatures of the forest. We shut him down. Well done. Is it safe out there now? There are still wild animals out there, so be careful. Thank you for the tip. Okay. Have someone to rate? Ready? Because I'm getting really hungry and this is a very good point to stop for today. Saving one more time just in case. Okay. 14, okay. Let's go with money. Okay. In that case, we found someone to rate. Moneymaker, be prepared. And this is it. So check out the, again, not working links in the chat. We haven't fixed that. Whoops. You can find the links down in the... What is Twitch calling that stuff down there? It's not the description. My bio thingy? there are all the links you can find to my Twitter and Instagram, where I post stuff, keep you updated on new videos, which you can then watch at YouTube, for example, which I also have. And it's going pretty well these last days. So check that out too. All the links are there in the chat now as well. So I hope you enjoyed the stream, and I hope to see you again. Until next time, bye-bye.